Dacara Thompson was the young, beautiful black woman with a lot of promise in life who was murdered by an illegal migrant. Let's watch this video from CBS News.
Tonight, WJZ investigates uncovering new information about the murder of a 19-year-old whose body was dumped over a bridge near Annapolis. A suspect we know in custody tonight, and authorities say he's in the country illegally. Investigator Mike Halgren live in Anne Arundel County with what charging documents reveal about this man and the case. Mike, good evening.
Good evening, Rick. 7 pages of detailed charging documents. This suspect was from Guatemala. According to court records, he worked for a Baltimore-based landscaping company. Police used surveillance video and cell phone tracking to build their case. This suspect is now being held without bail. And a warning, some of the details you're about to hear are disturbing.
Wow.
This is a good young woman.
Wow.
Who wanted to do good for her community.
You seen Dacara?
A heartbreaking end to the search for 19-year-old Dacara Thompson. Her family desperately looked for answers for weeks.
I want my baby back. I just simply want my daughter back.
Now, if you have any empathy at all, you can feel that mother's pain, her suffering, her crying, her yearning for her daughter that was stolen from her by this illegal migrant that was allowed to enter the country. These illegal migrants are breaking families. They're destroying lives.
Police found Thompson's body on Route 50 near Interstate 97 in the Annapolis area. According to charging documents WJZ Investigates obtained, the suspect, 35-year-old Hugo Hernandez Mendez, threw her body off a highway bridge into the South River.
Wow.
She had skull and facial fractures. Her family identified her through tattoos.
That's a
At this
woman.
time, there are no additional suspects. However, this investigation is ongoing.
Thompson, who lived with her dad, disappeared after going out to get gas. She sent him this text.
No, that's sad. She lived with her father. And can y'all just empathize with what that father's going through? Having lost his daughter, who went out to get some gas to never return. But then later her body was found thrown off a bridge. Yo, it's sad. My heart breaks for them.
I should be back soon. I love you too. Good night.
The 19-year-old is seen on surveillance video leaving her SUV behind in Hyattsville. According to charging documents, she approached the suspect's GMC Yukon and after approximately a minute of conversing, walks over to the passenger side of the vehicle and gets into the passenger front seat. Police say they drove to his house in Bowie and believe he killed her in his bedroom.
Damn.
A roommate reports hearing the defendant having sex and then a grunting noise which made it believe that someone wasn't enjoying the sex. After executing a search warrant, police found what they believed to be the victim's blood and missing fingernail, along with hair and other evidence in the bedroom and in the trash, along with multiple pairs of women's underwear and lingerie.
Not the victim blame here, but I'm thinking, what level of discernment did this young black lady not have? Why did she put herself into this vulnerable situation to be taken advantage of? Was she out looking for sex, or was she out looking for drugs, perhaps?
Hernandez Mendez agreed to an interview, telling detectives he went to a nightclub to meet his ex-girlfriend, but never did. When detectives questioned further, the defendant denied any involvement. Prince George's officials say Hernandez Mendez was in the United States illegally. U.S. Park Police arrested him for a DUI 5 months ago, but let him go.
Y'all see that shit? He was arrested on a DUI 5 months ago, but they let him go. He should have been deported right then and there after breaking the law by driving under the influence of substances, okay? The same as that TikToker who decided to follow ICE while tracking their dealings with illegal migrants, she should have been deported too. If you break the law, you got to go. Period.
The U.S. Government has made status of individuals relevant. This was someone who was in their custody, and they made the decision to release him. So I think the questions should be asked of the Justice Department.
Absolutely.
And ICE has now issued a detainer for the suspect.
This young 19-year-old black lady, she had a lot of promise in her future, and she was going places. And it is a shame and embarrassment that the USA dropped the ball on this one And because they do not know how to appropriately handle these illegal migrants and allow them to come into the country illegally with prior criminal records and remain in the country after having broken the laws in the USA, I hope this black mother or the black father does something to take the criminal justice department to court and make them pay for dropping the ball and ultimately leading to their daughter being kidnapped and murdered. But let's get to the second video, where a neighbor says he spotted suspicious behavior at home where Dacara Thompson was reportedly killed.
Sam with a Fox 5 exclusive. A neighbor of the suspect accused of killing Dacara Thompson talking tonight about the suspicious behavior he says he saw from the suspect in the aftermath of her disappearance.
And it comes on the same day that suspect appeared in the courtroom. Fox 5's Shamari Stone live tonight in Bowie with this exclusive. Shamari?
Well, tonight, that neighbor tells me that he is shocked just days after this case unfolded. I want to show you how close he lives next to the suspect's house. You see right here?
Damn.
This is where the neighbor lives. And right here, this is the home where 35-year-old Hugo Hernandez Mendez lived. And police served a search warrant here at the suspect's house. They say they found blood stains, women's lingerie, hair from a wig consistent with one Dacara Thompson wore, and a fingernail that matches the one missing from Dakara's hand.
Yes.
Y'all hear that? They found a fingernail. That means that she was in there scrapping. She fighting this dude. She is trying to keep him off of her. Wow, this is the barbaric, savage, illegal migrant that was allowed to remain in the country after having broken the law, after crossing the borders illegally. This garbage, this filth was allowed to remain in the country. And it just makes me think, how can so many liberal-minded people think it's okay to keep these illegal migrants in the country? I'm with the port. Send them all back. They got to get the hell up out of here.
Mari, I've lived next door to these people for years.
Cody is breaking his silence after he says he talked to Prince George's County homicide detectives about the murder of 19-year-old Dacara Thompson.
It is the first time I'm speaking publicly about this. Like I said, I live directly next door. I was 40 feet away from where the attack happened.
Living next door to suspect 35-year-old Hugo Hernandez Mendez, the alleged illegal immigrant who police say killed Dacara Thompson inside his bedroom in this home in Bowie, Maryland. Cody tells me he stepped outside his house early morning on August 23rd and saw something burning in the suspect's backyard.
Crazy.
The smell, it's different. It's not brush smell. It smells more like something you'd smell akin to like a trash burning or something like that. I would be willing to bet that they were burning evidence of some sort. I know that when I told the detectives this, I know that ash pile that was back there is no longer back there.
And Cody wonders why Hernandez Mendez wasn't already in jail. ICE officials telling us he's in the country illegally. U.S. Park Police arrested him in April on a DUI, but for some reason he was released.
Crazy.
Dacara Thompson's mother saying that's disappointing.
I'm very disappointed, finding that out now, because we may not be here today if they did what they were supposed to do.
Detectives say Dacara was seen on surveillance video entering the front passenger side of Hernandez Mendez's SUV in a parking lot on University Boulevard around 3 o'clock in the morning on August 23rd. Her father telling investigators she had texts saying she was going to get gas. Those were her last known whereabouts before her body was discovered off Route 50. An autopsy reveals Dacara had skull and facial fractures.
Being 40 feet from a murder is something that you're never going to get used to. It's something that you're never going to be okay with. It's something you're never going to be comfortable with. And my heart goes out to her family. I can't even imagine.
That's sad, y'all. Heartbreaking. This is a young, beautiful black girl who had a lot of promise in her future. She was destined to do great things. But unfortunately, the U.S., they dropped the ball on this one. When that illegal migrant was picked up for DUI the first time, having broken the law, he should have been deported then and there. And so if you can hear a story like this of a young person who had a lot of promise in her future, if you can hear that story about how this illegal migrant was able to break the law on several occasions, encounter this young, beautiful lady, take advantage of her, and murder her. If you are not moved emotionally from hearing that story, something wrong with you. Your empathy is off. Something is wrong with you. Empathy is a natural human emotion, and human beings are supposed to have that so they can understand the pain and suffering that someone else is going through. Without that, people are not able to live in harmony. People are not able to understand one another. People are not allowed to care and take care of one another. This makes me think we have a lot of people who are too caught up with the orange man in the White House that they totally turn off their empathy chip. I don't know what's going on.